Hey guys, I just got back from my surgeon's meeting. It's 6 weeks as of today. Yeah, 6 weeks from surgery today. Um, this video, I think every video I say something stupid. And last video I said that everything was good and I was biking and I felt really good. And that's true. But again, just like then, today, it's different. I don't understand what's going on. My emotions aren't stable. I'll feel really good one day and not really bad. I don't feel really bad. I don't feel good like I did. And I feel kind of melancholy and like the blues and just sad, you know? I mean, not sad. Anyways, trying to make a long story short, I told my surgeon about this and it concerned him. I told him, I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel probably 4, which is very manageable. And to give you a quick history, a long time ago, I was actually suicidal. I actually attempted suicide. And so he knows this. And it's concerning him because he thinks that'll be a slippery slope. It's not that bad right now. I know what it feels like. I know what those feelings feel like. Honestly, it's just a little bit of melancholy. And I've got a lot of forums that I'm on online. And a lot of people say that whenever you have this surgery, A, it disrupts your hormones. B, when you start to lose abdominal fat or any fat, hormones are stored in that fat and they can run rampant and kind of jack your hormones up. That's probably what's happening. It's definitely not situational. It's not like my uncle's dying right now of liver cancer and I'm really upset about it. But it's not that. I'm not dwelling on it. It's not that I moved across the country and I have new stresses. It's not anything that I'm cognitively thinking about. It's just I have a general feeling of melancholy. And I mean, to me, I've had hormonal depression before. That's what I had before. And that's what it was. It was just simply my hormones were out of whack. At the time, I was taking a hormone, and that's what was causing it. So I know how that feels. And also, and this is another theory. I don't know if I've mentioned this in my past videos. If I have, forgive me, but I'm going to try to explain this because I used to have testosterone issues and the doctor prescribed me testosterone. When I took testosterone, I noticed that it would cause me to have morning erections, a little bit edgy, a little bit cranky, a little bit of insomnia, depression. In fact, testosterone gave me major depression, like really to the bottom depression. But and anxiety, just a little bit, and that was the testosterone. It jacked up my hormone system. I know what that feels like. I've felt it before. Deeper throat, I mean not deeper throat, deeper vocal tonality, and facial hair was growing faster at that time. So over the past probably 3 weeks, I've noticed that my voice is getting a little bit deeper than it was again. Because it was kind of deeper before surgery. It got light after surgery, and it started to get a little deeper again. And not deep, like super deep, but deeper. And I know I'm a singer. I sing with a band. So I know where my vocal tonality is, and I can feel it. And I know my range has gone down like a quarter of a note. So anyways, deeper tonality, facial hair is going, all that stuff's happening now. All the stuff that I had when I had increased testosterone when I was taking the shots is happening now. My up and down moods, same exact thing. A less degree, it's less impact because I'm not taking 1 cc of testosterone at one time. But what I think is happening, this is where I'm going with this long, stupid science lecture. Men, whenever we have abdominal body fat, adipose tissue, it binds estrogen. It's very estrogenic. This is why fatter, older men have a testosterone decline, because the estrogen that's bound up in abdominal fat suppresses the body's testosterone output. It's not that the body doesn't output testosterone, but think of it as speed bumps. So here's the highway, your cars are the testosterone delivered through your bloodstream, and then throw a whole bunch of speed bumps out there. Those cars are going to slow down. They're not going to be able to go that fast. So it's the same volume of cars, they're not as effective. So then, therefore, when we lose body fat, the estrogen suppression goes away First of all, it releases in your bloodstream and your body has to process it, but that's temporary. It's not a very big. But then your body's testosterone is going back normal speed again, or trying to get there. So I feel like there's a slight testosterone surge in my body that's causing my facial hair grows faster. I have rock hard erections every morning. I mean 7 days a week. I put in an earlier video that I'm horny all the time because that's what it was like when I was taking testosterone shots. So I'm having that, and I think that it's making me a little bit edgy, a little bit melancholy, a little bit depressed, and my hormones are just out of whack. I know that it'll even out. I know that it's something that'll work itself out over time. It affects girls as well. There's so many girls who have had issues with hormones after the surgery. Same thing, your body fat, as it breaks up, it releases hormones into your system and your body has to deal with it. And for men, our testosterone gets better, apparently. I know the symptoms. I know what it felt like when I used to take testosterone, and I'm having much milder symptoms, but it's not a bad thing. It's good because that's my body's normal level. It's just that it's coming all at once and my body's not used to it. I'm going to have to get accustomed to it, I think. But anyways, the surgeon is worried. He's obviously, he feels a little responsible because surgery is what makes this happen. Actually losing fat, but that's a good thing. It's a good thing that I'm losing fat. But he prescribed me, he's making an appointment for me to go see a psychologist. And I'm not opposed to it. I'll go see the psychologist, but I told him that I won't take antidepressants because I did before. Again, I was suicidal about 6 years ago. And I was on every antidepressant that you can think of, and they made me worse. Like none of them helped. One of them helped. Celexa at a low dose helped me, but even then I was mainly a zombie. I was kind of apathetic and couldn't even think as cognitive as I can now. I'm coping much better right now than I was on my best level of coping with antidepressants back then. So I'm not nowhere near that bad. I told him that. I said, man, I'm not trying to give you a red flag or scare you. I'm not that bad. I said, I will go. I definitely will keep it, in check. And if it got to an emergency scenario, I definitely would take medicine at that point. But it's not nowhere near that, and I won't let it get there. So anyways, by the way, I just, this is a second video spliced in, so if the background looks different and stuff, or I look different, it's because it's a different time of the day. I actually filled my phone up. I had to take that video off and restart. But anyways, I wanted to say, it's not me thinking negative thoughts. What's happening that makes me melancholy is like a mechanical issue. It's a hormonal imbalance, and I believe it's temporary. I believe that all kinds of fluctuations are happening, and I think that they will flush themselves out over time, and it'll be better. Until then, I guess I just have to deal with it. As I said, I'm going to see a therapist, and I'm sure that he or she will discuss behavioral cognitive therapy. I will refuse medicines. I won't take medicines. Maybe some tap techniques where you tap and tap and tap, and it kind of reduces stress. It does a little bit, actually. It kind of works a little bit, not much, but it's like throwing, a cup of water on a fire. Helps just a tad. I'll try to sleep better, get more rest, because that helps too. I'm going to start exercising. Exercise always helps stabilize your mood. Hair's terrible. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. And I'll keep posting to the channel, letting you know how it's going. Because I know there's other people that are going through the same stuff. If you've gone through this stuff and you have tips or anything that doesn't involve take Prozac or whatever, because I've taken it all. It never helps me. At best, it makes me a zombie, and at worst, it makes me some more suicidal. I'm not suicidal, by the way. Not at all. I keep saying that word, but I'm not near. I'm not even thinking. I have lots of future goals. I have so much reason to be on the planet. So I'm not, don't be scared that I'm suicidal. I'm not suicidal. I won't let it get that bad, as I've said earlier. So anyways, I'm going to show a quick view of my stomach, how it's healing from all those complications that I had. If you're familiar with my channel, then you know what I'm talking about. Here is how it's looking these days. Top incision, lower right for me, lower left, really lower left, here, I think, or is it here? I think that's it. This is just a spot. And then here is the one in the middle, which that's the scar from my umbilical repair. And this is the divot from where he went in for the camera. He actually went in at this angle for the camera. He said that this will go down as I lose weight, but I don't know. It looks silly to me. This is actually where I put the bandage around it when it was bleeding, when I had a bleeding incision video, if you recall. And it's left this mark. It pulled so much skin. This over here is getting so much better from the side. It barely divots in now. Hardly at all. This was that huge hematoma area that I had covered my whole belly. And it's looking so much better. It's really healing up. I'm glad I had the surgery. I'm noticing good things, and I know this is temporary. Logically, I know 100% this is temporary. Emotionally, that little kid that got depressed before and was suicidal is kind of scared, and he says, what if this is happening again? I know that's not true. Anyways, you guys take care. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like. Give me a subscribe. See you later.